Well, hello guys, it's Gareth J. Hugh, and I want to go through something that's really important. What I want to go through today is all about the value of your customer and what you do for your customer and what you'll get in return. It sounds very simple, but I don't think a lot of people get this. What I get a lot of times with my coaching clients and members is they always want to know how to build a list. Because people talk about the money is in the list, the bigger your list, the more your income, and to an extent it's true. But there are other elements to that that you have to understand first. And the first one being is it depends on what your list is and who's on your list. You could have 100,000 freebie seekers on your list. Now, are you going to make any money from that list? No, you're not. You could have 10 really focused, really engaged customers that really like what you do. Are you going to make money from that list? You probably are. Now, in comparison, I would rather have the 10 really focused, really engaged customers than the 100,000 freebie seekers. So let's go into this in a little bit more detail. So what you've got is let's have a look at the left hand side first. Okay, so what you have are list building myths. So let's move that up there. Okay, list building myths. So, does size really matter? If you speak to my wife, it certainly does. But in all seriousness, like I've just suggested, the actual size of your list, the number of subscribers you have on your list really don't matter. The numbers that do matter is how many opens do you get? How many people do you get clicking on your links and your emails? Those really do matter. The actual size of your list, it's just ego. It really doesn't matter. I've had massive lists, and then when I've actually sat down and cleaned them, because I've noticed the open rate and the click-through rate has been dropping, I've noticed that so many of those people were not engaged. This is obviously before I got this, and this is really important. So what you want is you want a responsive list. Now, how do you get a responsive list is the big question. Now, a responsive list starts with subscribers that trust you. Now, people are only going to trust you if they value what you do and what you say. So let me give you an example. Let's say you've sold somebody a $10 product. You've got them onto your list. Fantastic. You've started in the right way, and that $10 product is a good product worth more than the $10 you've charged for it. Fantastic, great start. You then start bombarding that new subscriber with absolute rubbish affiliate offers. Without checking them yourselves, without checking the quality of those offers, unfortunately, that person is going to lose trust for you very quickly. Value. Value is about caring about your subscribers and providing as much value as you possibly can. I send out an email every day to my list of subscribers, and every day there is a marketing lesson in those emails, as well as obviously a promotion. I do this for a living. But what I promote 99% of the time is my own products. So I know what quality those products are. Like this one. This one, if you listen to and actually put it into practice, will make a hell of a difference to your bottom line, how much money you make online. So how do you provide value? Well, you provide value in lots of different ways. For instance, I decided this evening, I've just put a casserole in the oven. I've decided to shoot a quick video to explain all about the lifetime value of a customer and how to increase your income without increasing your size of your list. Because I think it's really important. I'm providing value. So targeted. How do you get targeted customers? And that's how it starts. You have to get the right people onto your list in the first place. Like I've already mentioned, there's no point in having a list full of freebie seekers. It's a waste of time for you, and it's a waste of time for them, because you don't want to be giving out freebies all of the time, because you're going to dilute the value that you're providing for the subscribers that you could actually help and change their lives. You also want to repel the people that don't fit on your list. Yep, I said that right. Repel. You don't want people on your list that don't fit your ideal customer. And I'm going to explain what that means in a second when we look at the avatar of your customer. The more targeted the people are on your list, the better engaged your list will be, the better you will do, and the better you will be able to serve them. I'm giving an example. If you have a very broad spectrum of people with lots and lots of different problems, how are you going to possibly serve and keep all of those different people happy with all of those different sets of problems? If you have everybody on your list that has mainly the issue is they can't build enough of a following, they need help with traffic generation, all of your training can be literally focused on different ways of generating traffic, both free and paid for, which is how I started in internet marketing. You really don't want freebie seekers. Now, I want to go into this in a little bit more detail because this was a revelation for me. Now, traditionally, the way everyone's been taught is you bribe people in exchange for an email address. And that's basically what it is. There's no point in saying it in any other way. You bribe people. So in exchange for somebody's email address, let me just see if I can get that a little bit better. There we go. In exchange for somebody giving you their email address, you will give them a free training product, ebook, video, PLR, whatever it is that you might give them. You might shoot a quick video for them, whatever. But you're basically bribing that person in exchange for their email address. To me, that's not a good start for a relationship, for a conductive, engaging relationship. So how could you do it differently? Well, this is how I changed my business literally overnight. Instead of giving people free ebooks, which I have done a lot, don't get me wrong, I basically explained that I am no longer giving away free information in exchange for people's emails. I was no longer prepared to bribe people because that's not the type of people I want on my list. I don't want freebie seekers on my list. So, instead, what I said was, I'm going to give you access to my membership site, which is $37 a month and well worth every penny, because I add a new training course. This training course will be going into it, a new training course every single week. And it's not just about adding a training course that I want to do. It's a training course that my members are telling me they're having issues with and they would like further help with. So it's an interactive membership site. So that is my USP, my unique selling point for my particular membership site. So I offer them access for a full month for a single dollar. Now, that's not a lot of money, obviously, but what it tells me, if somebody is willing to invest a single dollar, one, they're action takers. Two, they are willing to invest, no matter how small it is, they're willing to invest in their knowledge. They want to improve what they already know. And that's the type of people I want on my list. So it's ideal for me and it's ideal for them. So then I can talk seriously to them. I don't hold any punches. I do swear a little, guys. I do like to crack a joke or two because this is what I do for a living. I want to have fun while I do it. And we do have fun, and we have regular calls and we have regular webinars and we all interact and we all get on, and it's great because they're the right type of people on my list. Now, I used to have a list of literally thousands upon thousands of freebie seekers that I had done to myself and to my list. And I'd done that by giving away free ebooks, free videos, free PLR, free software, even free consultation calls in some instances. But I'd basically made a rod from my own back by doing that. So find a different way. Find a way of attracting people onto your list, but you don't necessarily have to give something away. A marketer that I used to follow, he's retired now from internet marketing. He basically was one of the first that I saw do it, and he started doing it about 6 months ago. And he basically changed his squeeze page to say, look, I'm not bribing you anymore for your email address. This is what you're going to get if you want to join me on my list. This is the sort of information that I provide for you. I give daily, entertaining emails. You'll never get bored of the information I give. There's always a lesson in there, and I also promote. And the information that I promote is obviously always at a certain quality because it's my own stuff that I'm promoting. That's how he started. His name was Robert Evans. And I literally took it to the next level, I suppose, and decided to test the market and find out if people are willing to actually pay to join my list, even a small nominal amount of $1. Can you see where I'm coming from, what the difference actually is? Okay, so how do you actually target? How do you actually explore and find out who's right for your particularly chosen niche and marketplace? Well, you need to go through an exercise, basically. You need to find out what do your customers want. And this is called a customer avatar, basically. And again, this exercise, if you do miss it and you don't do it, I think you're missing a trick, because I found some things out about a recent product that I put together. I thought, well, actually, I hadn't thought of that. And what it does, I've read again for about the 7th time Dan Kennedy's Ultimate Sales Letter, which is a fantastic book, which I fully recommend. And in there, he says that you have to look at your product and find out what objections people are going to come up against. What are people going to be saying in their mind when you interrupt them, basically, because that's what you're doing with a sales letter. You interrupt their train of thought, what they're doing, who they're talking to, etc. Especially with direct mail, you never know when that's going to land and what they're doing at the time. With email, obviously they choose to open it, but you're still interrupting them. They're doing something else. They didn't want to be sold to at that moment in time, so you have to basically get into their train of thought and find out what they're going to object to. Why would they possibly not want to buy your product? And you need to overcome those objections in your sales letter. But to find that out, you need to find out what type of customer you want first. What's your ideal customer? What's your avatar? So what do they want? What are their fears? What keeps them up at night? That was a spelling mistake on purpose, by the way, just in case, just before any of the spelling police send me emails. What do they love and enjoy? What do they hate? This is atrocious. I know it's fast, but what do they hate? What do they fear most? What are their pain points? What is your product going to serve? What are their pain points, so you can find out what products you need to create to give them solutions to those pain points and fears. How do they relax? What do they do for fun? What objections could they have for buying your products? And you need to think of these, and you need to overcome them, which is what a sales letter is all about, which is what copywriting is. You're overcoming people's objections. You're thinking about what could they possibly say or do that will prevent them from buying your product and service. But that always comes from, and I will give a caveat to that, is if your product is really good value. It's more value than what you're actually asking for in monetary terms. Is it actually solving a problem? Is it overcoming a pain point? And if it is, you'll find that part really easy. People will have objections. And I'll show you an example of a very quick Word document I put together when I wrote my last product. What's their biggest problem? What solutions are they seeking? And how can your products help them and solve their problems? You do that and you do it right, you will be able to write email after email and add value. You will be able to write sales copy after sales copy. You will also be able to put together and create product after product after product. And the best thing is, you're actually going to be adding value to your customers. You're not some sleazy salesperson that's trying to push what you've already created on them. You found out what their problems are, what their pain points are. You've then gone out and found a solution to those problems and pain points. You'll find that so much easier to sell. So as promised, let me show you what I put together. Okay, so who are you serving? In other words, who's your ideal customer? So the basics. So this is what I was thinking with the product I was putting together and for my particular list in this niche. Males aged 30 to 40. So same sort of age that I am. Okay, working in a mid-level executive job, which is what I used to do before internet marketing. They want to spend more time with their kids and provide for them in a way they didn't have when growing up. Okay, and again, that's exactly the situation I was in before I started internet marketing. But so far, they have not achieved that dream. They want time and financial freedom. They're married or living with a partner, living in sin, I call it. Manager or senior office worker. Now, I'm not saying that they're minimum wage people. They're not manual workers or things like that. What I'm talking about is that they do actually earn a decent salary, but with their debts, they spend every penny that they earn. They still live on a month-to-month basis. These are my customers. This is my customer avatar for this particular niche. They do get a holiday every year, but it goes on the credit card, and it's the same for Christmas because they're not good savers. Now that automatically gave me a fantastic idea. Christmas is on its way, and it's always best to have a theme. So when you interrupt somebody's train of thought, you can start talking about, what are they thinking about? What's on their mind? What are they worrying about? And I guarantee you people are going to start worrying about Christmas from now. I mean, there's literally, if they're lucky, 3 paydays before Christmas. 2. Realistically, because it depends on when they get paid in December. They enjoy takeaways and meals out. They like the finer things in life. They want to earn more money and work less hours. They really want a magic push button system that makes them rich. Now, obviously, we all understand that they do not exist. But there are ways of making quick money online, and there are ways of building a sustainable long-term business. They think that money will make them happier. Again, whatever your personal thoughts are on that, I personally think that money certainly does save some arguments, and it greases the wheels of happiness, but it definitely doesn't make you happier. In fact, it causes more problems. But the ability to be able to help other people and the satisfaction you get from, I bought my brother a car the other day. It was just fantastic because he wanted to leave his job and start his own business, but he couldn't afford to buy a car. He couldn't get the finance, so I bought him a car to help him on his way, and that just makes you feel so good to be able to do that for a member of your family and friends and whatever else. Now, my customer avatar, they fear that they will not be able to pay the bills, not being able to get the Christmas presents their children want. I always remember a Christmas where it was really, really, really grim. Didn't have any money in the bank, just lost my job. Just lost my business. Just closed the door on my Subway stores. I didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. Didn't have a job. Didn't have any income whatsoever. And looking at my children's faces and them continually updating their Christmas lists, that was one heck of a Christmas, and I'm never ever going to be in that situation again. They most of all fear losing their job, but it's a job that they hate. They really do. I remember the feeling very, very well. So they put all of their time and effort and focus into keeping their job. They work overtime for no reward. So that brings more stress to them and even less time to spend with their family. They make sure they're in early. They fear they're not going to be able to keep up the car repayments, the oversized mortgage, the yearly sort of holiday to Spain. They love to be able to treat their friends and family without worrying about the credit card bills. This is things that they do want, what they aspire to. Without worrying about the credit card bills. They love people to look at them and see them as successful. They like to be admired and looked up to. They hate this is what they hate. They hate their friends and neighbours getting new cars, going away on nice holidays. It's always a keeping up with the Joneses type of situation. How can they afford that? And I'm in a better job, or I earn more money, etc. They hate their brothers and sisters doing better than them in some instances. They hate being stuck in a job that they hate, but they can't see any alternative. They don't have a lot of money to invest, so they need internet marketing to work for them quickly. They're afraid of being taken for a fool and getting ripped off. They don't want to look stupid or have to explain to their partner what they spent X amount of money on. So they hide it when the credit card bills arrives. They want somebody to be honest and to not rip them off. They enjoy a beer with their friends, and they like to watch sports, comedies, films. Their main objections to buying my membership site would be afraid of being ripped off again. Don't know me, so why would they trust me? So all of that then gets translated into my sales page to overcome those objections and to look at what they're actually looking to achieve, what their dreams are, why they want to achieve it more importantly. They hate their job, they hate their boss, but yet they put more and more time into it, which takes more and more time away from their family. Key point. They're afraid of being ripped off again. So what do? I offer them the membership for virtually nothing, for a single dollar. Try it for a whole month, no questions asked. If you don't like it, cancel. It's not going to cost you any more money. If you do like it, it's then going to cost you just $37 a month. They don't trust me. So again, I'm giving them the opportunity to find out what my training courses are like. They can try before they buy. And that was a key statement within my sales letter. Try before you buy, which not many people do. So not only am I getting new subscribers that are paying to join my list, I'm then obviously encouraging them to join my membership site for a very, very low investment. So I'm overcoming the trust and the element of, or fear of, being ripped off, because people can try it. I mean, what's $1? What can you buy for $1 these days? And there's absolutely, without doubt, massive value in the membership site. I mean, the membership site goes all the way from traffic generation, product creation, product funnels, product launching. There's even information in there about making some fast cash, making some affiliate sales quickly to get some money in, so you can start investing in your own knowledge and future more seriously. So, I mean, I hope you've enjoyed this training, guys. It's really, really important that you do understand it and that you get it right. If you would like to join the membership site, it'd be great to have you, because as well as all of the information I've already talked to you about and the value that I give, I also give monthly webinars where we sort of take a subject that that the members vote on, kind of thing. They say, right, this is what we want to look at this month. I go away, I research it if it's something that I'm not akin to, and we talk about it together openly. It's not just all about me. Obviously, I do the majority of the training and the interacting, but people have gone on to build business relationships between themselves. They've done joint ventures. They ask each other for advice and some help. It's great. It's a community in itself. But the information in there, I've got, I think, there's 7 interviews with experts that are all millionaire marketers that I was lucky enough to interview. So on top of that, it's building and it's building and it's building. It's not exactly where I want it to be at the moment, because it's flexible. It achieves the needs of my avatar, of my customers. So guys, if you'd like to join us, please do so. Like I said, it's only $1 to join for you to have a look and check it out, and then it's $37 a month thereafter. Obviously, if you want to stay, if you don't, it's only cost you $1 to find out. So I'd love you to join the list, my subscriber list first and foremost, and would love you to hop into the membership site as well. But it's great to talk to you guys, and please reach out to me if you have any questions or if you need any further help. Thanks very much. Take care.